It up, Cleveland, Ohio's own Mr. Dwayne Duke.
How we doing? Everybody having a good time? Yeah. Nice, I like it. What's up, Saturday night? Let's have some fun. My name is Dwayne Duke. I'm coming over from Cleveland, Ohio. You don't care.
Yeah.
I'm a traveling comic, which means I stay in the nicest hotels, parking lots. That's what I do. Yeah. People find out I'm from Cleveland. They want to talk to me about our sports teams. They're like, hey, what about them Cavs? What about them Indians? What about them Browns? I was like, listen, I don't know anything about those millionaires, but if you want to talk about potholes, well, bitch, I got you. Let's have some fun tonight. This is my favorite job I've ever had. I've had some real fun jobs. I used to deliver pizza because I have a real estate license and a college degree, and that's how you get that job. I can't tell you which place I worked for. It was a corporate pizza place, but it was they had a slogan. It was shitty ingredient or better ingredients, shitty pay. You know that one? The place gave me daddy issues. All right. I spent 5 months working in the Bahamas for a cruise line. I came back with the best farmer stand ever, and that's awesome because no one in my family's been farming for like 5 generations. So some of these will be slavery jokes. Buckle the fuck up. And I work with children now because comedy's going great. I've developed this hobby, crop dusting kindergartners. It is amazing. Have you ever farted in the 5-year-old's face? Literally, turn your cell phone off. Who is it? Who is it? I want to see. Alright, we'll move on. I won't finish that joke then. You all got deprived. Tell them to fuck off. My mom called me the other day. She goes, hey, I need you to go pick your grandfather up from something. And I was like, sure, why not? She goes, he went to a funeral again. And I was like, who died? She goes, I don't know. He doesn't know either. I picked him up, and I was like, what are you doing going to funerals of people you don't know? He goes, oh, these are victory laps at this point. I am 84. How many more do I get above ground? Let's do it. I was like, wow, that's weird. I like it. This is a big year for me. I turned 30. Hold your applause. No, none of that. I'm aging like milk. So, like this 30 is more like 70, 75, right? It's just waiting for it to be over. This is overtime for me because I was promised an apocalypse back in 2012. Remember that? The good old days we were all going to die? Oh. We were supposed to die on December 22nd, 2012. So you know what I did? I sent Christmas cards. Well, we all woke up on the 23rd, didn't we? And the Christmas cards arrived on the 24th, and that's when the phone call started. It was like, hey, Dwayne, did you send some Christmas cards this year? I was like, yeah, I did. Did you like it? Were you drunk when you sent them? A little bit. A little bit. Are these your balls? Are these your fucking balls? Did you take a picture of your balls, dress up like Mickey Mouse, and send them in a Christmas card? What do you want from me, Grandma? You're supposed to be dead. I drive all over this country for comedy. We gotta stop calling this a great country. This ain't a great country. This is a good collection of 10 cities and a lot of bullshit in the middle. And I work the bullshit in the middle. If you've never been in Nebraska, I want to tell you this. It takes approximately 18 years to drive across Nebraska. I've done it 4 times. I am 116 years old. Nebraska is the biggest state in the union, and it looks like it was drawn by Hanna-Barbera. Like, I was in for 5 minutes going, ooh, look, a corn thrasher. Ooh, look, a corn thrasher. Is that a person? No, that's a corn thrasher. I made it to the edge of the state. I was 45 miles from the next state when a truck accident happened in front of me. I sent the tourism board, saw a new person inside their state. It was like, hey, we got to stop that one. This is how we get new ones. I sat there for 4.5 hours till I finally made it out of the state when I said some words out loud that no person's ever said ever. Ooh, good. Iowa. I was in Georgia recently. That's a pretty cool place. I stopped in the small town for lunch. This place called Dalton, Georgia. Right off the highway, there's a billboard that says Dalton, Georgia, the gateway to Civil War. I was like, shouldn't be here. I'm a fancy person, so I stopped and had lunch at a little local restaurant called Waffle House. I don't know if you ever heard of it. Check it out next time you're in town. Little girl behind the counter goes, hey, your accent's so exotic. Where are you from? I was like, oh, I'm from Ohio. She goes, oh, is that what Ohioans sound like? I was like, nah, this is cock. And wait for it. Y'all just catch on? Someone in the back was like, oh, is that what's different? Great. I was trying to figure it out. I'm stymied. She goes, well, I'll be praying for you. I was like, well, with any luck, I'll be on my knees tonight too. Thank you. What did you learn? Don't be a bitch. I was on my way to Atlanta because that's where they make black queers, and you got to go twice a year to keep the certification. The maintenance is hell. I saw a picture on Facebook last week where a friend of mine got engaged. She posted a picture. She's like, oh my God, you guys, he took me to Olive Garden. He got on one knee. Hashtag breadsticks, right? Our love is as endless as a soup and salad. Nonsense. I'm at an age where society has dictated that it's inappropriate for me to be single, which is really fucked up. On my 29th birthday, a friend of mine took me out. She goes, hey, what are you doing to get this off the market? I was like, we're at brunch and we haven't had eggs yet. She goes, come on, are you on any dating sites? I was like, well, yes, I am. Right now I'm on eHarmony, Christian Mingle, Black People Meet, Farmers Only. I'm on Angie's List, Craigslist. I'm on everything but the corner. And let's face it, that shit's next. This is a pretty big year for me dating-wise. I had some boyfriends. They weren't mine, but I had them. No, because like I date a lot of younger guys because I'm cute, but I date a lot of older guys because I like dinner. That's for me. I date in a very specific tax bracket. It's like upper middle white trash. You know that type? Right? You're thinking about a cousin of yours right now. You got, like a neck tattoo. You can't legally vote. You know that guy? Like if I ride by your house, you've had the same car up on blocks for 2 years. Get in the car, scooter. We're going to Kmart. Right? I'm a stand-up comic, but a fall-down drunk, and no, the rest of you lying? Great. I still black out because I'm more fun than you. I think it's easier than having a personality. Like I wake up every day, and I start it with a text message like, "Hey, I'll give back your cat if you delete the pictures." I get my steps in by looking for my car. None of this adult softball shit. Here's a true story from when I was blacked out. I used to live in Florida. Like all awful stories, I was in Florida. I was at a bar one night and I got social. I got the kind of social drunk where you want to talk to people even though they're all awful. And I see the hottest guy across the bar, the hottest guy I can get. He's like a 7. And I'm looking across the bar. I'm just like, go over there and get him. Just put your hand out, say hello. Put your hand out, say hello. Put your hand out, say hello. Grab his balls. What was that? Shake it off, start over. Put your hand out, say hello. Put your hand out, say hello. Put your hand out, say hello. Grab that dick. Excuse me? I made about halfway across the bar when I discovered that he was a cop working security, and this is Florida, so he's not in his dress blues, he's in battle gear because they deal with meth heads twice a week, and they don't always go down on the first shot. Here's the thing about me, I'm openly black. And black people and cops don't have the best relationship in this country. It's been awkward since like 1776. So we are not friends. And I was like, that is an authority figure. Don't do anything you're thinking. Just go over there, put your hand out, say hello. I made it all the way across the bar. I got to about here and I put my hand out. I was like, I'm just going to say hello, right? And then I reached under and tickled him a little bit. Guys, he didn't even shoot me at first. It took 2 hours, but Daddy's got skills. It's a hand job joke, sir. Glad you're right down front. You're the kind of crowd I get every night. There's usually a straight couple right about here. And the guy will get uncomfortable, like puff his chest out, wrap his arm around his woman, because in his world he's so attractive. I'm going to forget how to be a person, leap off stage, and drag him back to my lair because princess needs dick. And while that's true, I don't fuck straight guys anymore, so unpucker. I'm talking to you, Titans. Gotta let them know I'm from Tennessee, right? So that your cousin? No, thank you. Take the hat off. You guys are a really good crowd. You're not the best crowd I've ever had. That honor goes to a show I did at a prison in Conneaut, Ohio. If you don't know where Conneaut, Ohio is, hop on I-90, head east towards Pennsylvania. You're going to feel a dread that something wicked this way comes. Get off, make a left. You're right there in Conneaut. Like all awful things, it started on the internet. I got an email one day. It was like, hey, do you want to perform in a prison? And I was like, here is how much money it would take me to go to a prison. I'm going to send this email. I'm never going to hear from this person again. 2 hours later, there was a deposit in my checking account. And I was like, well, I'm going to prison. If you want to know how much they paid me, it was enough for a black man to voluntarily go to prison. I showed up with 6 of my friends because I learned from porn it's not fun unless there's a group, and I didn't trust them to provide their own. Now, we got to the prison, there was an escort, he was a man of size, he's a big boy, I've got nothing against big people, those are my friends, but when I step inside a prison with an escort, I'm looking for a 6'4" ex-Marine covered in tattoos with a gun and a will to live. This man was none of those things. He was, however, the best tour guide Disneyland has ever lost, because he's walking us through the prison going, over here is our softball field, and on this side is our pods where we house our many inmates, and over there is one of our exercise yards. And I was like, you're here to tell jokes, tell a fucking joke, tell a goddamn joke. And I was like, what, no cornhole? He goes, no, there's cornhole. Well, that was a butt sex joke, and you made it weird. You guys are great. I'm having a lot of fun. This is part of the show where I gotta try and be an Amway salesman. I am a person on the road all the time, so I have merch. My merch is very specific to Ohio and alcoholism. It just says Ohio is for day drinkers. They said make a shirt you would want to wear, and I was like, well, AA's for quitters seems rude. They're normally 20, but I'm trying to get them out of my car, so they're 15 and I 2 for 25. See me after. All right, let's have some fun. Are you guys strip club people? Seems like it. You're out on a Saturday night. That's where you're going next. You're going down in the valley. No. I'm not a strip club person. I've only been to 2 strip clubs in my entire life. The last one I ever went to was in Las Vegas. It's this place called Treasures, and let me tell you, the women there were... Nah. Treasures. They're more like Fool's Gold. That's what they were. It happened like everything. I was having this real nice steak dinner at this fancy place on the Las Vegas Strip called Outback. I don't know if y'all can afford it. I'm leaving the restaurant and this man hops on the door and goes, hey man, want to see some titties? I was like, no, not really. I just had ribs. You know, ribs and titties don't go together in my world anymore. He goes, come on, it's $33. You get a little ride and 2 drinks. And I was like, a little ride? Shit, yeah, this will go better than prom. So we hop in the back of this car. We end up at this strip club. And I got a seat right down front because I'm nearsighted and I want to smell the daddy issues. It's going great. Things are going well. I'm getting watered down drinks, watered down drinks, watered down drinks. And this beautiful little A-cup sluts her way down the runway. And she stops right at the edge where I'm sitting. She pulls just the one breast out. She goes, $150 will take you upstairs so you can see it all. And I was like, no thank you, my boyfriend's in the bathroom. She goes, oh thank God. Puts her tit up, lets her gut out, fart a little bit. It's the weirdest boner I've ever fucking had. I chased her around and was like, $600, do it again. Make me come. Turns out that's a warning. That was the last strip club I went to. Of course, there was a first. I had just graduated college, and me and a couple of my friends went to Key West for a guys' week. You know the type where like you all wear matching sarongs, get ankle tattoos like butterflies, unicorns. You know the guys' weekend, or like we took a bunch of MySpace pictures and talked about our feelings, because of like a guys' weekend. Like we were like, all I want to do is dance, because like a guys' weekend. Like at one point we were on the beach, we drew a big old heart and put all of our initials in. It just said friends forever, right? You know, because guys' weekend is not your guys' weekend. You're not living your best life. Do better. Anyway, we were taking turns blacking out because we're really good friends, and on my day to black out, I'm walking down the main strip in Key West, and I see this gold painted door with no windows on either side. And I was like, I wonder what happens in there. And because I live my life like it's a horror film, I just opened the door and stepped inside. Turns out it's an all-male strip club, which sounds really hot in theory, but in practice it's bullshit. It's a group of Arnold Classic rejects walking around sweating steroids and banana hammocks, and that's not fun for anyone. The manager / pimp walks right up to me and goes, hey, it's the middle of the day, we got a special going right now. 2 guys, private dance, back room, $20. And I said some words out loud you can't say in this century. $20 for 2 dudes? That's kind of a lot. So I sat down and had a Bud Light like a lady. I get about 3/4 of my beer down, and he walks over to me again and he goes, listen, it's kind of slow right now. How about I make you a deal? 5 guys, $25, no questions asked. So I ran outside and overdrafted my checking account. And I know a deal. And I walked back in, I slapped the money in the bar. I was like, what now? He goes, go behind that curtain, sit down, get comfortable. Your men will be in a second. I was like, ooh, I'll tell you later. So I go behind the curtain, I sit down on this leather couch, and I immediately regret wearing shorts. Because it's July in Key West, Florida, and just the sins of 1,000 other men are running down the back of my knees. This is pre-Purell, so... But here we are. Before I can change my mind and get the fuck out of there, a strobe light starts flashing, a techno song starts blaring, and 5 muscle-bound gods walk in and find spots around my body to make me uncomfortable. Like one climbed up on my shoulders and I just used his sack like a speed bag. Fucking like I was training to fight Rocky. It's a fully sensual experience, so they're dirty talking me, and this is how I discovered that they are all Eastern European men, meaning they came to this country from behind the Iron Curtain. They came to make a better life for themselves and their families, and what are they doing? Dancing mostly naked for some drunk jackass on a Thursday night in Key West, Florida. He didn't even pay full price for them, like he had a Groupon for fucking humans. But here we are, they're just saying things like, you like that big dick, does that big dick turn you on, is this how you like it? Yeah man, look at me, you like that big dick, does that big dick turn you on, is this how you like it? Yeah man, you like that big dick, does that big dick turn you on, is this how you like it? Yeah man, you like that big dick, does that big dick turn you on, is this how you like it? Yeah man, you like that big dick, does that big dick turn you on, is this how you like it? Yeah. This goes on for 28 weeks. You like that big Yeah, man. I'm all tangled up. The whole time I'm sitting there thinking, no, I don't like this. I could have had a pizza. You guys are fabulous. We're good out here. I'm gonna tell you this. I recently got a new car, and because I'm a drinker, I had to get one of those things you have to blow to make it work. A mechanic. You guys have been absolutely fabulous. I'll be in the back. See you after. My name's Dwayne, dude. Thank you so much.